right off the bat, there's one thing that I kind of left off here with in character creation, and if you notice here, when you click on them, I don't notice it anywhere. It might just, not be in yet, but I think that they'd also remove the stat bonuses for what race you pick. Even though it was minor, like what plus 40 movement for a goblin, 15 impact for an orc, they were very, very, very minor. They helped maybe the first couple levels, but as you can see here, it just seems to be preference on looks now as far as race. I don't think there's any there's no numbers here, nothing, so I don't think there's any bonus anymore on the for racial. And I'm just gonna go here real quick. I'll go here to I noticed too there's some options here. I don't know, you can zoom, it seems you can zoom in a bit further than you could before. Again, some of this I didn't notice the first time in the first video I made. It seems like, it's more, there's a little more options. I think if you keep clicking through here a bit and you mess around with the sliders a bit, like here, there's a couple more, I think there's a couple more hair options and beard options than were before. I mean, it's not crazy customization, but it seems like there's a little bit of difference if you mess with this like random generator down here and then mess with the sliders. So just a little food for thought. It's a little different, but not really much. Now I know I already went over a little bit of the cosmetics from the shop, and in my other video at the end I showed that one cosmetic set that could probably be dropped from like the Paragons or the Boss Gauntlets, as a reward. But as you can see here on these guys, I'll show you this guy first. He's got the cosmetic set on you can get from the shop, but as far as the wings, and if you look at his weapons too, like I said, I don't know if these will be in our version, but they're like sets, it seems like, because if you can see his this Arcanist, his staff, and his one-handeds have that like red aura to them, and if you look at them, they're all orange. If you look down bottom, it says 2, 3, and 4, so it's a possibility that maybe there's set bonuses with these. I'm not too sure, but you can see just here there's with cosmetics that you can buy and cosmetics that might either drop or be sets. There's a lot of also the wings too. There's in their version there's a lot of cosmetics, and they all add stats. And it seems like they're part of a set too. The same thing here, this gunner, you can see, has the different type of guns, and the wings too. And they're all orange, part of a, probably, I mean, I see numbers down there. I don't know if it's set bonus, but to me that looks like kind of a set bonus. And there's a lot of stuff written down here, so I'm sure there's a lot of bonuses with their sets. And these gloves look familiar too. Those look like the Faustian gloves, but they're orange. They're probably named different, but 12% something, 15% something on them. So there's a lot of bonuses from their cosmetics, and some of them look really cool. Some of the weapon cosmetics, and I've seen a couple with the rare armor cosmetics that you can't get in the shop. So those are probably the ones that come from drops or something. So I mean, cosmetics wise, there's a lot of stuff here, but I don't know how much of this will make it into our version, since of course they all the stat bonuses and stuff like that on them. We'll just have to wait and see. I figured I'd throw this in too, since I didn't really show too much details with them, but how they have all kinds of bonuses and set bonuses and stuff. I figured I'll do a little thing with this guy. Like I said, I don't know where this set comes from. You can see it's full. It looks like he's a warder. Yeah, he's a warder. 2 swords. He's got the same thing, the wings, the weapon, the 2 one-handed weapon, the 2-handed weapon skin. And you see all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess that's a set too. And then if you look at the armor, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it says PvP, so that might be bonus PvP damage. Who knows? Like I said, I don't know if this will come into our version, but that's like a 6-piece cosmetic set, orange. It wasn't in the shop, so I'm assuming maybe it's maybe a drop or tied into their high-level VIP. And he's got decent gear too. Electrum Shop pet. So it's amazing looking, crazy set. So we'll see if all this comes into our version or not. You'd also notice the colors, different color names running around. I believe that I don't have it unlocked yet. I'll show you when I unlock it. But for companions, there's different kinds of companions. There's gray crappy ones, white ones, blue ones, purple ones, orange ones. So some of those colors, the name shows in the colors is there somebody's companion, and by the colors you can tell what level they are. And there's a whole system with the companions, how you can upgrade them and this and that. So when I unlock that whole thing, I can kind of show you the whole thing with the companion, your follower. Also with some of the player names, I'm seeing that there's their name, like here you've got their, which is white, and the bottom must be their name because that's where the VIP is down here, but then above there's blue. So I'm guessing maybe that in their version, if they're in a company, maybe above, or maybe it says their company name and then it says their name. I mean, that'll be kind of cool if that comes into our version or something, maybe. I was always wondering why they never had the whole thing where you can see somebody's company along with their name, like in other games. So it's something else to some food for thought. Here's another cool looking, wow, somebody that's a level 9 steam bike already. Thing looks cool. And you can see all these guys. He's got the cosmetics. He's got the wings. He's got the bike. All that stuff. He's got a high level orange companion, best companion. So, like I said, there's a lot of cool, interesting things that are in their version that I don't know how much of it will come over to our version. Yeah, it's cool. Now it also seems there's quests here. Like I talked to the guy on the other side for mining. I talked to this guy here, and it seems there's actually kind of like little daily quests too, I guess, for fishing and mining. Like he wants, I guess, purple. I guess he wants 5 stingrays, and then the other one I talked to wanted 5 of some kind of metal. So that's something a little extra I didn't notice before, is once you do your initial fishing and mining, there's also little quests here, little games you can play. I don't know what the bonus are, but it gives you something to do, maybe with a little reward. I mean, I can't tell, but it tells you catch 5. It is catch 5 of that, so let's see. I mean, let's talk to him and see if... Yeah, see, it goes into my... It went into my quest list, so... It's like a little mini quest kind of thing. That's kind of cool. Something else to do with the whole fishing and mining thing. That's a cool little... Maybe because my graphics are set weird. If you look... Where's the water? The water's gone. It's just fish swimming around. Maybe it's just because of the angle I'm using. Wait, hold on. I saw the water for a sec. There's the water. Oh, disappeared again. These fish are magic. They don't live in no water. Magic fish. See, there's different quests, like there's dailies, and I guess there's repeatables, because like these guys have the blue symbols over their heads. And then if I come down here, there's another person standing here with like a aquamarine, the aqua color above their heads. So there's probably a bunch of all kinds of normal quests and daily quests, repeatable quests. So they probably added a bunch of stuff. If you're the type of person that likes to do quests and storyline and dailies and repeatables and all that stuff, there's probably a bunch that has been added for you to do. And then here's the whole system with your companion. There's all kinds of options here. I don't know what's what. Apparently, I guess you can buy different ones, you can upgrade them, and different ones provide different stats. Like you see here, the one I have you start with has all these stats here that, there's a lot of stuff in their version with stat bonuses. The steam bikes give you stat bonuses, the cosmetics give you stat bonuses, the pets give you stat bonuses, stuff in the shop. Your companion gives you stat bonuses, so, you can see all these bonuses, and then, where is it? There's a menu here. You can see these are the white ones, and then, you've got another page, and you can see the color up here, the green ones, and they all have different looks. I'm assuming they all have different, different bonuses to them for different kinds. Or green ones. Then the blue ones, as I was talking before about how the names above them, you see the different colored names, the orange here, up here. Those are their companions. They've got different level companions. And then the orange, there's the purple. There's, see there you are, yeah, orange. The orange companions, they look the coolest as the high level ones. They've got models from some of the guys in the game. You see the ability, I guess they have different abilities, maybe ranged attack, melee, different, and then rank bonus, they give you different bonuses to maybe some of your stats or something. that's another feature. I don't know how much of this will, you know, the companion system, I don't know if that'll be in our version or not, and if it is, I don't know if it'll be as complex as their version as far as upgrading different versions and all that. So we'll just have to wait and see if this whole companion system comes into our version. And here's a cool thing. I'm in the refuge, and there's an auction house, so they have added an auction house to refuge, so you're not kind of stuck waiting to get to Heartland to use the auction house broker, which is a cool thing. Hopefully this is an R version, and I just noticed I did a quest. I unlocked my mod, add remove mod and mod merge. Mods stack in the Chinese version. I hope this is true in our version. That would be so amazing if our mod stack. It's going to save us so much inventory room if the mod stack. I'm really glad to see this, and I really hope this makes it to our version because it's amazing. One more thing I found out. I don't know if you can turn it on or off in the options. I haven't found any kind of anything to click on to turn on and off. So I was just standing here for a while, and training kicks in. So it seems that by default, like I said, I don't know if there's somewhere you can turn it off or not, so it doesn't automatically do it. But if you stand around for a minute or so, you automatically start training, which I guess that's kind of good. If you go after, it'll kick right in, but it might annoy some people. So that's just another little thing I noticed with the game. And I'm not sure if they're going to keep these changes in ours, but let's see what I get here. 3 cool. The transmuter has been changed quite a bit. The rewards, like for shillings, like instead of getting 100,000 at the end, it was only like 20,000. Like what you can get, like their system's going to be different. There's things here like these. There's things that are in their version that might not be in ours. But I was trying to get a pet before, and I couldn't even get one damn, like 2 bombs in a row. Bomb, bomb, bomb. You get on their 4 bombs, as you see. In their version of the transmuter, you get a lot of bombs and a lot of useless crap. Bomb, bomb, bomb. There's another 3 bombs. It's really hard to get anything of use. More bombs. It's their transmuters. Look for another bomb. Like to try to get anything at all is almost impossible. Another bomb. I didn't even get. Like I'm trying to get a pet or something, and I know it's there, but I can't even get one damn symbol up here for a pet. I know it's there because I'm almost positive it's there because I saw one flash by before, and that's it. All those orbs and nothing, not even one pet or a jetpack or nothing. So to get, it seems you might be able to get a little bit of shillings or keys or something, maybe a little bit of metal, but to get anything, it seems in their version of use, like a vehicle or like a jetpack or a pet or something, they don't. This is basically kind of just like you really ain't gonna get much use out of it in their version, at least. Hopefully they keep our transmuter similar to how it was in 1.3, and they don't nerf it down like this, because this is pretty bad. Now I don't know if this will be an R version, which is a little concerning. If you remember, the guild sizes were pretty big, company sizes in the English version. Here, if you look, the company sizes are pretty damn small. It just concerns me a little bit because I'm a company leader. If I'm going to start a new company, I've got a list of players already who want to start. And if you look, as you see, go to level 1s, it seems as a new company, you only start off with 20 spots, so you really don't have a lot of room in a company. And then level 1 still 20 spots, level 2 still 20 spots, level 3 and 4 25 spots. So I guess in their version the numbers are smaller, and if they come over to our version, maybe they'll reduce it, because my company was level 9 and we had 90 spots, and it was like you started off, I think it was 50, and for every level you gain 5. Here it seemed every 3rd level, every 2 levels you gain 5 spots, so it might be really limiting company wise. And maybe they did that to make the size, limit the size of the companies, maybe so there's more companies out there, maybe to promote company wars more. I mean, that could be a reason, so there's more of a gap. There's more companies, because in company wars it's only a 1 level above you or below you, and if there's a big gap in the levels, there won't be companies to fight. So maybe they've changed the amount of players that can be in a company to promote more companies being out there. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if this comes to our version. But that kind of creeps me a little bit how small the company sizes are here. Now I don't know exactly what new event it is. This is one of, I think, the daily events, and I don't know what the goal is here. I think I had to run to a corner. Like I'm getting frozen in a spot. I think the goal is to like destroy. As you can see on the map, it looks like Pac-Man in a way. And I know if I run to one of the corners, it kind of gives me like a speed buff, and then I can smash stuff. You see now I can, I've got the speed buff kind of deal, and now I can smash these things. I don't know what the goal is. There's a lot of stuff like this in this game where you have all meters, and like in the regular dungeons you have a meter how much XP you can get during that dungeon, and then you have to go out and reset it. And then like this one, there's a, I guess you have to destroy as much as you can, and when these guys hit you, they freeze you in place. So I'm guessing you just grab the speed buff and destroy as much as you can. There's a lot of kind of funky stuff here in this game, in this version. Maybe if you run over them too. I'll just see if I run over them. Maybe I gotta just kill these guys. I don't know what the goal of this is. I don't know if it's to run around and knock out as many of these books as you can and kill the guys or clear the spot or what, but it seems like another one of them kind of funky new events that they added. This is the new event. This is the daily golden egg smasher, sort of like the other event I showed where you run around with the books. They added these new daily events. It kind of a little bit rough without a pet either, but basically just run around and you smash as many eggs as you can, and get free loot, get free shillings. I'll smash as many as I can. Come back here, egg. Go this way. So yeah, that's the new, it's the one of the new events, the Golden Egg Smasher. So yeah, you end up getting a lot of shillings, as you can see, doing this. And I guess this is once a day, you know, a daily, sort of like that other one that I showed you where you have to run around and kind of walk over the books or do whatever, the Pac-Man one. I'm not sure what the goal is in the other one. This one is just smashing stuff and you get a bunch of free shillings. And the amount of shillings you get is crazy. As you see, since I'm on the Chinese version, it's kind of lagging behind, so shillings just keeps dropping. And it's a little tough without a pet. Like on this version, I haven't been able to find a free pet yet, a shilling pet. So, yeah, hopefully on our version it'll be a little easier when you have a pet collecting all this stuff. And that's the Egg Smasher event. Alright, and this is the, I got into the first Paragon. Level 10 is the first one when you unlock it, and I'll see how it is. I can see here's the map. A lot of kind of wicked stuff. And I know for each Paragon there's level 10 one to level 15, and it starts off at 1 star and it goes up to 5-star difficulty. So I guess as you beat it from 1 star it goes to 2, then a 3, and upwards. So I'll work my way to the end, and when I get to the boss I'll record that part and see if I get my butt kicked or not. Alright, I can tell you that the scaling in the Paragons, how you have the 5-star rating, you can go 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, you make it more difficult. I beat the 1 star level 10, I went to level 2, 2 stars, and I can tell you there's a pretty big difficulty jump. So if you're definitely looking for a challenge, the Paragons, when you start raising the difficulty on them, it gets pretty tough. I'm going to try this boss and see how it goes. Yeah, this is pretty tough, the difficulty. Oof. I'm gonna have to run away. We can kite him around. Kite him! He went from a level 10 or 11 to a level 14 just from the up difficulty one bit, so it's... yeah. definitely not easy when you start upping the difficulty. And there we go. Got it. As you can see, you beat it. It starts off and then you beat it with 1 star, and then I beat it with 2, and then as you beat it and it's harder, it ups the difficulty, and then you get, if you beat it there, you get better rewards. So like when you're level 10 to level 15, you work on the 10 and try to get as high as you can to max it out, and then you'll win level 15. So that's how it works. As you level up, you can unlock the higher level paragons, and then like being at level 10, you know, you would try your best to get this highest. So I mean, it's fun, and it definitely, the difficulty between 1 star and 2 star was a big jump. So there's definitely, if you're looking for a PvE challenge, definitely the way the new Paragon system is, how you can up the difficulty, and as you up, you know, go up levels, there's the other ones. It's definitely a challenge, and the rewards are pretty good. I'm not getting drops from the bosses, but how it is you get, when you beat them, you get XP, you get shillings, you get badges, and then what you do with these, and you get energy, and what you do with these badges is you can buy gear in your level range. So you see, I got 16, so you know, I could buy a better shield if I wanted to, a better necklace, you know, armor. So instead of getting the drop from the Paragon boss, you just keep slaying them and you save up tokens and you buy what you want, which is, you know, it's a kind of a cool new system. Alright, well, I guess this is the monster lair. I'm going to zone in and give it a try and see how it goes. So if this is monster lair, what it's looking like, it's sort of like you're just in here solo, and it's sort of like a like survival. I don't know if there's a time. I see a timer's going here, and I've got a bar, so I guess I gotta just kind of live through it all and defeat it myself. Yeah, that's what this is, monster lair, and you fight off a bunch of waves, and then you get to the boss, and then you just gotta fight the boss here. It's kind of cool. And you get a token. I guess there's a chance of a rare drop here. I didn't get no rare drop, but yeah, you got a token to use in the shop and some other stuff. And it's the same thing with the asynchronous PvP, how you have so many attempts a day, and I'm wondering if this one too, where if you run it down, if you click on this, if it says give us some Electrum to reset it. I was hoping it's tied into VRP on our system. Hopefully it's not where you can pay Electrum and keep resetting these and farm dungeons over and over and farm PvP over and over, because that will kind of be a breaker in our version if it goes kind of cash grab, kind of pay to win like that, where you can just keep farming by giving them money. Hopefully that's not in ours. Okay, and I finally unlocked the boss gauntlet, and as you can see here, as you level up, level 15, 20, 25, 30, there's different bosses that you can fight, and sort of like how with the asynchronous PvP and the monster lair, it has so many tries a day, so you know, 3 tries a day, 5 tries a day, whatever it is. And I'm pretty sure like the other ones, they might give you the option here to reset it and have more tries with Electrum. I said hopefully that's not in our version, the whole Electrum thing, because then people who spend money can kind of just farm and farm and farm and farm, and that's, I made a post on the forums about that. That's what I was concerned with. Maybe that'll change in our version, but as you can see here, there's different ones, and you have your, you know, common drops. You might get you get a token to use in the shop. You get the badges to use for your skills and talents and stuff, XP, and then each one, it seems, has a rare drop, like a pet version of that. And I know, I'm pretty sure it's a pet because I saw somebody running around and they had the little blue guy like this as a pet. So assuming there's a chance that if you do beat the boss, that you might get a pet that looks like them. So what I'm going to do now is I'll jump in here and I'll show you the first one, and I'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be tough, but we'll see how well I do. Alright, and this is boss gauntlet. You're going to try the first boss. So I probably won't do too well because, like I said, I don't know exactly what kind of gear I got. And it's hard to tell. You know, it's all in Chinese, so I can't tell what I'm upgrading. Ow! Yeah. So boss gauntlet, definitely not easy. Like, some of these events, like I know Paragon solo, but like Monster Lair and boss gauntlet, I don't know if you can do these as a team or solo. If this is just solo, it's definitely not easy. And you're going to have to be pretty well geared up to take down these bosses and try to farm the rares if you want. So yeah, that's boss gauntlet. I got my butt kicked pretty fast. Figured I'd just give you a view of it since it's one of the new systems that are in. Okay, and you see how in their version it's, you know, the events pop up. Like, you've got your regular events here. I gotta see what all this stuff. Oh, there they are. See, here's the PvP events. PvP, and I guess, you know, you've got the tournament here, and you've got the 1v1, and you've got the free-for-all. And I'm assuming this is where the Chamber of Brood is, that you can do so many times a day. And like how the Pit of Skulls popped up before, I guess that's random. And then like here, PvP, it says 56 minutes. I guess that's when the next queue comes up for PvP, because I can't read these and everything. I think this is a world boss, so like when I got my butt kicked the other night, this might be a boss. We're gonna go in and see what this is. Let's see what happens here. It's just, yeah, oh, I'm about to die. This isn't gonna be fun. Yeah, this is some kind of, once a day you have some kind of crazy world boss. And I guess you gotta bring in a group. I don't know if you could bring a pre-made in here or something. How the heck are you supposed to beat this guy? I'll wait till the fight gets down there. I'm about to die and I'll record it, because this is gonna be a while. Just standing here watching everybody die. And I guess it bases you off of how much damage. You see there's medals here, and it says how much damage you've done overall, and I guess you get some kind of ranking based on that or something. These people just keep on suiciding, running in and fighting, so I guess we'll give it a try. Charge! Well, that didn't go so well. No, I'm not giving you money. Well, that was fun. I guess I'll try this a couple times, run in and die a couple times and see if I get any rewards. If I get any kind of rewards, I'll let you know. It's going to be a while, though. Yeah, I will say that this is definitely rough. This is definitely something that, I'm guessing the higher rank you come in, more damage you do, then maybe the better rewards you get or something. And I don't know if you can come into this group up prior to this. It would be something cool when this event, when this thing happens, you can pop in with a group of, you know, your company members and try to help take it down or something. But I'm going to goof around here a while, stick around, get some damage, see what kind of rewards I get for helping take this thing down. But it's definitely brutal. It's a level 99, and people just keep spawning in and keep coming in and dying and coming back in, so I mean, so far they've added a lot of cool features to this. And then I'm also going to check next is what this PvP is. I'm thinking this just is what a timer, because this had a timer counting down over here and then it popped. I'm assuming this icon is a timer to let me know that there's going to be a PvP queue coming soon. So I'll try to take this guy down, and if I get any kind of rewards or something, I'll let you know. I'll record it, and then I'll jump in and do some PvP and try to record that too. Right, and figured I'd mention this too because of the dungeon changes. Now, when you do your normal quests throughout the zones, you go into the dungeons, and as I showed in my earlier video, you go in there and there's other people in there, and then when you do go in, it limits you on how much shillings and how much XP you can gain, and then once you kill a boss once, that's it, you get the loot and you can't get anything else, because the monsters in there keep respawning and then other people could come in. So if you want to go back in there and farm more XP and shillings in that version dungeon, in the normal version where there's other people, you would have to exit and then pay more energy and go back in. But if you prefer the old style, how you would go in, you know, and it was just you in there, you can go here, and what this is it lists, you know, that's for refuge. I guess that's for Heartland, and if I go here, excuse me, as you go up, you can see this is basically the dungeons that are in this area, in this zone, the normal way. So you can go in the dungeon and do it the new style where there's other people, or you can go in this way and do it the old style way where it's just you. So it gives you options. You have the option of running with other people, just random people in there while you're doing your quests, and then if you want to have that single person experience like the old style, you can go to this new dungeon system, which is kind of cool. It gives you options, you know. If you want to talk about crazy numbers for PvP, there's about 30 seconds left to enter the tournament, and 102 entries. Insane, the amount of people that are playing PvP on the Chinese servers. If we get a tenth of this in PvP tournaments, I'd be happy on the English servers. Apparently over here, though, it's not bracketed. I just got my ass kicked by a level 24, so hopefully this doesn't make it over to the US, because I think it was like this for a while for us, for the English version, and then they changed it to bracket, so hopefully they keep it bracketed on the English version, or it's gonna really suck. There's no reason why they should have it all. I was wondering why so many people enter. I guess it's just all levels. I don't know what the heck I just entered, but I entered some event. What the heck is this? Is this the free-for-all PvP event? Ah! I don't even have skills on my bar. Yeah, this is just... And this was one of the events. It's just a, I guess it's the free-for-all, the new deathmatch one. It's just people just running around getting as many kills as they can. Yeah, what's not very cool about their event stuff, you notice I'm a level 12 and we got level 34s in here, 22, so hopefully they keep level brackets in ours, because if it's all just free for all and then in the tournaments and all that stuff is just all levels mixed together, it's going to be a little stupid. And here's some news for us PvP players. As I said in my other part about how when I entered the 1v1 tourney, it was not bracketed. I was a 12 and I got put against a level 24 in the 1v1, and then how the whole free-for-all deathmatch thing was, you would go in, if you would die you could come back, and I guess it's timed, or if somebody gets a certain amount of points, but in that it was just all level mixes too. I was a level 12 and there was a level 34, which I think it was one of these guys, 34, 33, it was one of these top PvPers. I actually think, was it that Arcanist? Or yeah, it was one of these guys, 33. Might have been him, because the armor looks familiar. Anyway, I know there was a high-level guy running around and just decimating everybody, and it was like showing his kill streaks and all that, and not a good thing. Well, here's the asynchronous PvP, and how it works is you go in and you're basically going to fight a bot version of them, and they have their rating. The more you win, your rating goes up, and my rating now, I did one, I'm 933, so it shows you the 5 closest ones that are there, and it shows you, I guess, they're level 13, I'm a 14, and as you all know, the whole block thing is kind of gone, so it's just like all RNG, and I'm gonna show you what the whole new PvP thing looks like. And here's the rankings, you know, here's your before, how we had the 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, and your rating, and the gear. I don't know if there's gear involved here, but this is how it is. You just fight bot versions of people, and then it gives you, you know, your rating, who's rank 1 and 2, the top 3 sit up here, and so yeah. If you're a PvP fan, honestly, this whole part of PvP has been kind of dumbed down. I don't think sieges in the regular queues that used to be in R2's version 1.3 are gone. And then, like I said, hopefully hopefully our version of the tourney and the free-for-all is tiered. Because if it's not tiered, it's just going to be whoever's the highest level and has the best gear is just going to beat everybody. Alright, and I'm going to join the match here in a minute, and I'll show you how this whole new system works without having block, how the PvP thing is here. Alright, now, before it said if some are busy, so I guess you have to wait if somebody's fighting them, and... yeah, okay, it's gonna put me in. This is asynchronous PvP. This is what our PvP has been lowered down to. It's not a big open arena, either. It's just like a lane, just like a little hall over here you fight them in. I'm sorry about the loading time, it takes a little bit to load, because, and here's PvP. There they are, there's the bot versus them. And I think the bot's just kind of broke, I don't know what's going on here, but this is your PvP. There's no blocking, it's just all RNG with stats, and you just sit here and swing away at each other. This is asynchronous PvP. This is what our PvP has been dumbed down to. I guess you gain XP in here because I just leveled. So, and I guess when I zone out, I can click on get my reward. And what I was kind of fearing is, I think in their version, I clicked on in here in PvP to add more tries, and it says 50E. So I guess, as I was kind of having an idea maybe about when I was talking on the forums about whole add-in stuff here, more tries and cooldowns, looks like in their version you can spend Electrum to keep doing this. So hopefully that don't make it over to our version also. And it's really starting to look like, I don't like to say it, but a lot of Wild Warrior pay to win in their version, because look, level 13's got the weapon cosmetics and all that stuff. These guys up here got all that fancy stuff, so it looks very pay to win here in PvP in their version. I don't like it. Okay, now with a lot of people asking, wondering around about crafting. Now, I haven't had, like I said, I'm not high level. I haven't done any really high upgrades or high level transferring. But what I can tell you now is there has been what I can consider a decent amount of changes sort of here. I don't think it's going to be like old style. It's like they took what was in 1.3 and kind of changed it a bit. So, as you see, I'm a 19, and already, normally the second thing would have been salvaging. And as I see, salvaging isn't here. There's only 2 options left, but I'm assuming that might be, you know, revamping, retuning, and maybe smelting, because they removed some of the crafting features. Now, we'll start basically here with upgrading. Now, if you notice something, it's up to level 8 already, this sword. And it's 8 of 15. But to go up from level 8 to 9 is only 9 metal. So it seems that they drastically reduced the amount of metal that it takes to upgrade, which would make sense, because if they did remove salvaging, you're not going to have as much metal. As you do dungeons, you defeat bosses in these new dungeons and stuff like that, they drop metal. So you're going to be able to get metal, maybe not as much metal as you did before, and since you can't salvage, but at the same time they lowered the amount it is to upgrade. So what I've seen so far is they really simplified it, and they made it, I think it's a better system, because before it was horrendous, the amount of metals you needed to grind, and then filling up your inventory and salvaging stuff. So again, I haven't done high upgrades. You know, I'm still on the basic metal, so I can't give you details on the fail percents and the amounts at the higher levels. You can see cats are still here, so I'm assuming if there's still cats, at some point when you get it high enough, it starts to have a fail rate, and then you can use cats to make it 100%. But it seems to be a lot more forgiving, and probably a lot more easier as far as upgrading. What I noticed with transferring is, I don't have anything I can transfer here, but I did transfer some stuff earlier, and I can tell you that when I transferred the stats over, there was no, down here there was no 80%. Like how before, if you would transfer, it would only carry over 80%. If you wanted 100% transfer, you had to use cats. That wasn't here. I had transferred these these were +5s, and then I upgraded them to +8s. I had transferred the +5s on my axes that I had over to my swords, and it went over 100% for no cats. So it also seems they might have simplified that too. Well, you might not have to worry about upgrading grades like we used to, because it was cheaper metal, and then using cats to transfer over. So there are changes here also to transfer. I don't know what these are for. I have no clue. I don't know if this will be in our version or not. And then you've got add remove mod. The same thing, you've got your mods. I can't read what the bonuses are for the mods, but I'm assuming it's sort of similar. Although I can tell you that the graphics have been changed and modded weapons definitely look they look better. So I can tell you that. And what I did notice too is, if you notice on these gears, like this, I didn't use keys to unlock these mod slots. When I got the item, the slots were automatically unlocked. So there's no, as far as I've seen, there's no using keys to open the slots. I really haven't used that many keys, to be honest with you. Through the dungeons I went through, there wasn't a whole lot of chests. And so it seems for keys, you're not going to be using keys, I guess, for crafting anymore, possibly. They're just for chests that you might run into dungeons. And then what I've got here so far is mod merging. Now you can see they had removed, I think that there might be no cat system for transferring, but there's catalysts for mod merging. So I'm guessing when you start getting to the higher level mods and the fail rates there, you can use cats. So it's kind of a swap. They might have made it so it's easier to transfer and keep your upgrades and not have to worry about cats there, but now they switch it to where you can use cats for mod merging. And again, this is just a quick overview. I mean, it's hard to really understand because a lot of this in Chinese, but as I can see, there's going to be some significant changes to the crafting system. I cannot tell you at this point what these other two are, since it's at level 25 and 30, but I'm assuming retuning, revamping is going to be one of these, and then maybe possibly smelting, because I haven't been able to do that yet either. There's alloys. I saw alloys on the transmuter wheel, so I'm assuming that it would be in fact smelting and smelting of some sorts and revamping. So yes, expect some changes here in the crafting system. So far to me it seemed a bit easier than it was before. But again, I haven't got my stuff to really high levels. On my old tune, I had all my stuff plus 19, plus 16, so I was max, and I went through that whole system of spending hundreds of medals, failing at 20%, you know, so hopefully overall this is better. So far it seems better, but again, I'm still somewhat low level. So if you were looking for crafting changes, it might not be as significant as you wanted it to be, but it's obvious they are working on the crafting system. They are trying to improve it in some ways. Alright, so that's about all I've got to add to this video for now. So my overview, I'll do my quick overview. PvE-wise, the game has been drastically changed, and I think PvE-wise so far it's been pretty amazing. You figure the changes to the dungeons with people, you've got the options to go in there by yourself, you know, monster lair, boss gauntlet, paragon, the new events. There's a lot to do, and which is good because the old system tend to got repetitive and boring. Now you have your options. Oh, do I want to go in a regular dungeon? I can do my you know, my monster lair, my boss gauntlet. I can farm some paragons for gear. So PvE-wise, there's a whole lot of new stuff added, and I give you guys a big thumbs up for that, for sure. Especially, I mean, you guys did like full graphics overhauls to the dungeons, changed them. They look beautiful, and so on. As far as PvP though, if you're excuse me, if you're a PvP enthusiast like me who really likes PvP, you might kind of be disappointed with the changes simply due to the fact that block has been removed. We all know that block had its issues with latency and client-to-server desync and sometimes block falling off. I've got a whole video about block issues in general on my YouTube, but it felt like you were playing the game. With block being removed and the new stats, it just really seems like the game is playing you with the whole RNG and new stat system. And then you've got asynchronous PvP. That is more like you're not really fighting them, you're just fighting like a dumbed down bot. 1v1 to 2v2, those queues were removed. That was replaced with asynchronous PvP. So the whole sitting in 1v1 queue, getting your rating up and all that, that's gone. It's all about asynchronous PvP now in that department. As far as the event PvPs, the 1v1 and the free-for-all, in this version it's, as I said, it's not too good because it's all levels mixed. So once you go in there, you can be getting your butt kicked by people 20 levels higher than you. I'm hoping that in our version, as it was on R2, in the English version, that it's as it was back then on R2 1.3, that it's level bracketed 10 to 19, 20 to 29, then it won't be as bad. I think I can settle for the whole asynchronous PvP changes and block being removed if, in fact, our events are level bracketed. Because if not, if it's not level bracketed, there's going to be some major complaints in the whole PvP department. So overall, I'll give you guys, Mechanist, I'll give all these stuff that you've done to this game, I'll give you a thumbs up, just because the amount of content that has been added, the crafting changes that were done to try to improve that, and everything else. Again, I'm not too happy about the changes to PvP, but in general, as much as has been added and changed to the game, I think I can live with that. Alright, this is a midday tour. Hopefully you enjoyed this second kind of review. My first one was kind of touchy-feely. I really didn't know what was going on in the game yet. In this one, I went over the PvE systems and the PvP systems a bit better. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'm not sure how much more time I'm going to spend on the Chinese on this beta server, because my goal was really to just get in here, unlock the main new core systems like the new Paragon and the new PvP stuff, and just give everybody a general overview of what to expect when you come in here. I'm really not interested in leveling up, you know. I've got all this stuff unlocked already, so, and I just wanted to show you all of that. So until next time, I don't think I might not make another video on the Chinese version. The next video I might make is actually when our English version launches, which is next week. Huzzah! Next week we will be getting the our English version, and I'll probably end up making a video once I understand all those systems and doing all this stuff again just for the English version. This is Datora, and hopefully you enjoyed these two videos I made.